Hi there. So we're on day 7 of our reading through the New Testament in the order that things happened in the historical timeline. And today is day 7. We can over there. It's day 7, and today we're just reading Mark 2, so it should be an easy one, right? So we'll go to Mark 2, right? It's a decent chapter, so we'll see. Jesus heals a paralytic. Right? And when he returned to Capernaum after some days, it was reported that he was home. And many were gathered together, there, but there was no more room, not even at the door. Now, we read this yesterday, right? And he was preaching the word to them, and they came, bringing him a paralytic carried by 4 men. And when they could not get near him because of the crowd, they removed the roof above him. And when they had made an opening, they let down the bed on which the paralytic lay. And when Jesus saw their faith, he said to the paralytic, "Son, your sins are forgiven." Okay? Trick. Right? Now, some of the scribes were sitting there, questioning him. "Why does this man speak like that? He is blaspheming. Who can forgive sins but God alone?" And immediately Jesus, perceiving in his spirit that they thus questioned within themselves, said to them, "Why do you question these things in your hearts? Which is easier, to say to the paralytic, 'Your sins are forgiven,' or to say, 'Rise, take up your bed and walk'? But that you may know that the Son of Man has authority on earth to forgive sins," he said to the paralytic, "I say to you, rise, pick up your bed and go home." And he rose and immediately picked up his bed and went out before them all, so that they were amazed and glorified God, saying, "We never saw anything like this." Right now, a lot of people are noticing today that your circle of friends is very important. Okay, this man was healed because of his friend's faith. Okay, nice object lesson there. Jesus calls Levi. Right? He went out again beside the sea, and all the crowd was coming to him, and he was teaching them, and he passed by. He saw Levi, son of Alphaeus, sitting at the tax booth, and said to him, "Follow me." And he rose and followed him, just like that. As he reclined at a table in his house, many tax collectors and sinners were reclining with Jesus and his disciples, for there were many who followed him. And the scribes of the Pharisees, when they saw that he was eating with sinners and tax collectors, said to his disciples, "Why does he eat with tax collectors and sinners?" And when Jesus heard it, he said to them, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick. I came not to call the righteous, but sinners." All right? There you go. We read it yesterday too. Another account, very similar, right? So Matthew, he's called Levi, Matthew, the tax collector, had a lot of money. Okay, tax collectors had a lot of money because they collected more than was due. Okay? And the people paying taxes could not argue. They just say, "This is what you owe," and they had to pay it. And a lot of them got very rich. Right? We'll read about Zacchaeus later on. Right? Okay. Question about fasting. Now, John's disciples, John the Baptist, and the Pharisees were fasting. And people came to him and said, "Why do John's disciples and the disciples of the Pharisees fast, but your disciples do not fast?" Jesus said to them, "Can the wedding guests fast while the bridegroom is with them? As long as they have the bridegroom with them, they cannot fast. The days will come when the bridegroom is taken away from them, then they will fast in that day. No one sews a piece of unshrunk cloth on an old garment. If he does, the patch tears away from it, the new from the old, and worse tear is made." Right? "And no one puts new wine into old wineskins. If he does, the wine will burst the skins, and the wine is destroyed, and so are the skins. But new wine is for fresh wineskins." Jesus is Lord of the Sabbath. One Sabbath, he was going through the grain fields. As they made their way, his disciples began to pluck the heads of grain. And the Pharisees were saying to him, "Look, why are they doing what is not lawful on the Sabbath?" And he said to them, "Have you ever read what David did when he was in need and was hungry, he and those who were with him? Now he entered the house of God in the time of Abiathar the high priest, and ate the bread of the presence, which is not lawful for any but priest to eat, and also gave it to those who were with him. And he said to them, the Sabbath was made for men, not man for the Sabbath. So the Son of God is Lord even of the Sabbath." All right, so there you go. It's Mark 2, right? Moving right along. Okay, there's nothing to mark in there. Huh? Let's go back to here. Okay, so there's day 7. Nice and easy, a nice short one. Okay, well, X there, and okay. Calling Levi, Lord of the Sabbath. Just so we kind of know what we're doing here. So there you go. There's day 7. Easy peasy, huh? So we're moving along in the story, okay? There's lots of object lessons here, okay? The bridegroom is not with us now, so we fast and pray, all right? So there you go. Catch up on any man missed and give us a like if you think about it. And tomorrow we'll do it again. See ya.